Hi, I'm Priyasha and I'm the founder of The Cinnamon Kitchen. I'm an entrepreneur, a plant-based chef, and a nutritionist and a hormone health coach. And welcome to my kitchen. If I have to tell you about my childhood, I grew up in a Punjabi family. We were very keen on dairy and mithai and gifting and all of those things. But I was very interested in cooking always. So after school, I would come back and I would try to make ghevar and malai peda in my home kitchen. Especially when my mom was out, because she was not okay with me cooking. She's like, she'll burn the house down or something. So whenever she would go out, I would make things in my kitchen. And whenever she was back, I would make her try it. Growing up, I actually didn't have an idea of what I wanted to be. But overall, I was a creative child, so I was very interested in arts. I was very interested in anything that had to do with maybe like even clay and painting and like swimming or something like that, right? I had no idea exactly what I wanted to do. And I was keen on finding out. I was always very interested in marketing. I think since I studied just even the basics of marketing, I was very, very keen on it. You know, growing up, I think I grew up in Noida. So the mall had just come about and all of these joints like, the mass fast food chains had just opened up. That was my first introduction to junk food in general. And I really enjoyed it, and all of us used to go to the mall, every Friday or something, and all my friends used to have fast food and dessert exactly like me. But I used to feel really bloated and gain a lot of weight all of a sudden, and they used to be completely fine with it, or so it seemed, right? So I was very confused at the time कि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? Like मुझे क्यों इतना bloated feel हो रहा है? मुझे इतना full क्यों feel हो रहा है? And they are able to have Coke and fries and everything in the world, and everything is okay with them. So ever since the time that I got my first period, my periods were always irregular. I went to the doctor with my mum and उन्होंने बोला कि initially कुछ महीने हो सकता है कि time लगे regular होने में cycles, but एक साल जब हो गया I realized that they are not getting regular at all. So that is when the doctor said, they didn't say PCOS, but they said maybe hormones में कुछ issue है. And then that was accompanied with a lot of other symptoms of PCOS. Now what I know of it as PCOS, like weight gain and hair on the face and, just feeling really bloated and weird all the time. So that's really when I realized that something is not sitting right. I still didn't have the terminology for it, maybe until I was like 19 or something. I went to the doctor and the doctor told me, they ran a bunch of blood tests on me, and then they told me that पूरा overhaul करनी पड़ेगी diet, because Punjabi household में we were eating makhan and roti and ghee. तब मैंने labels पढ़ने शुरू करे, एंड मैंने जब लेबल्स पढ़े तो मुझे रियलाइज़ हुआ कि ऊपर तो उन्होंने लिखा हुआ है हेल्दी या उन्होंने लिखा हुआ है नो शुगर, बट अंदर उन्होंने शुगर का कोई ख़राब सब्सटीट्यूट, लो क्वालिटी इंग्रेडिएंट्स ये सब डाल रखे हैं. तब समझ आया कि अब बाहर से नहीं खा सकते हैं, घर पे ही बनाना पड़ेगा जो बनाना पड़ेगा. तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने रॉ इंग्रेडिएंट्स लाने स्टार्ट करे अच्छे. सो लाइक खुद के मिलेट्स, खुद की अच्छी क्वालिटी चॉकलेट, खुद के अच्छे क्वालिटी लाइक नट्स एंड स्टफ. एंड देन आई वाज लाइक अब इसे खुद से देख के बनाते हैं. सो सम थिंग्स आई लर्नड ऑफ यूट्यूब. कुछ चीज़ें इंट्यूटिव थी कि चलो इसको इससे मिक्स करके देखते हैं क्या होता है. ऑलवेज लव्ड लाइक एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग विद फूड एंड आर्ट, लाइक आई वाज टेलिंग यू, एंड पुटिंग थिंग्स टुगेदर एंड क्रिएटिंग समथिंग न्यू. So when I was 19, 20 and I was making a lot of these healthy dishes, I decided to share a lot of the food that I was making on Instagram. And मेरा personal Instagram एक food page ही बन गया था उस time पे. So my friend said that, maybe what you're making you need to share with the world. So why don't you start another Instagram page where you just document what you're eating and making. So that's really how the Cinnamon Kitchen was born. It was not born with the idea of doing a business, but really as an Instagram page that was just documenting my healthy eating journey. So अगर अभी भी आप scroll करेंगे और देखेंगे Instagram page नीचे first few posts, there's some badly clicked pictures along with like the recipes of the things that I was making at the time. When I was in Bombay and I was doing my job, I realized that I was increasingly more passionate towards food, but I was not sure what to do with it really. I was doing the Instagram page and then people were like, we want to buy what you're selling. And Instagram उस time पे इतना crowded नहीं था, तो discover करना easy था. This is 2019 or something, right? Then what I did was that I was like, okay, एक साल try करके देखते हैं. Let's see what happens, because anyway I was preparing to go for my MBA, like you do your graduation, you do a job and then you go for your MBA. So I was like, ek saal ka I'll take a gap and I'll see what happens. And it's been 6 years since. So yeah, that's really what the leap of faith was. I was very nervous. I was not sure कि मैं क्यों कर रही हूँ, क्या कर रही हूँ. And then I also didn't have like a lot in savings and I decided not to take any money from my parents. So, and also couldn't make things in my kitchen because kitchen में gluten था और मैं gluten free कर रही थी. तो मैंने अपने room में एक shelf लगा के start किया था with a little small oven. And then I saw the viability of it and people were loving what I was making and sending them. So yeah, it just grew organically. When I was doing my job, that Instagram page was put on halt for a while. It was still not a brand, it was still just me documenting my healthy eating journey. And then there was a luxury multi-brand store in Bombay called Limmel that was doing this kind of healthy food stalls, a bunch of healthy food stalls. And then they got in touch with me and they were like, why don't you put up a stall with us? And I was really confused because one, it was not a brand, two, it was not active for like a couple of months. But then I was also like wanting to start something with the Cinnamon Kitchen. So I just said yes, and I set up the stall there. And then from there, Malaika Arora followed me. And then actually my first order was to her because she saw that I'd made this mango salsa that she was like, oh, this looks delicious. And then I was like, why don't I send it to you? And then I sent it to her. And then she posted about it very kindly. And then it just then the number of followers that just kept increasing. That was actually my first order. Before that, I hadn't serviced an order. So when I got back from Mumbai to Delhi, I had some 50,000 rupees in savings. I had a small oven that was in my Bombay house. It could only make like a half a kilo of cake at once. So then I had to get some more equipment. I had to get a blender. I had to get a bunch of logos printed. I had to get packaging, some raw material. And I exhausted my 50,000 rupees in that, right? So I had no money to promote stuff or do anything. So what I used to do is that every morning I used to look up new recipes and I used to be like, okay, this is great health-wise and this looks like it can be delicious. I used to just make it and I used to post the process on Instagram, and then a lot of people were like, oh, we're really interested in buying it. So that's really when I started. I started with 2 orders, 3 orders a day. There were on days there were no orders also, right? And तब मैं DM में एक customer को जाके पूछती थी, do you want to order? You expressed interest, and I used to follow up. Then I think after 6 months, I came up with an order form. And then people started ordering from there. So that process became a little bit smoother. At this time, I was having, say, about 2 to 3 orders a day. And it really just grew from there. जब मैं घर से कर रही थी, तो I got a lot of house helps to help me with pre-prep, so like chocolate chopping, flowers blend करने हैं, हम spices अभी तक पूरे खुद blend करते हैं, तो spices blend करना, I got help with that. Then when I moved to a commercial facility, that's when I had my first chef, right? And that was quite an experience because I was so used to doing absolutely everything myself. And I really panicked, I was like, oh, you're doing it, but will you do it right? And, how can I kind of trust you with layering the cakes right and this and that? But so it was really a learning process also for me to kind of let go, train the person and then trust them to run with it. as a small brand, you only have maybe a set number of customers, and if things go wrong with that, then it can be really scary for your business. Also, you are very used to just doing everything yourself, right? तो अगर वो 100% का कोई भी आपकी तरह exactly same काम तो नहीं करेगा, you know, सबको अपना style होता है काम करने का. तो maybe they'll do 90% same, they'll do 80% same, then they'll have a little taste to it. बट आई फील दैट स्ट्रक्चर सेट करना इसलिए इम्पॉर्टेंट होता है ताकि आपको बार बार किसी को बोलना ना पड़े और करेक्ट ना करना पड़े. तो अगर मैंने कोई रेसिपी, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैंने शेफ़ की बात करूँ, तो अगर मैंने इंस्टेड ऑफ टेलिंग देम इतना इतना करो, इफ़ आई जस्ट राइट इट डाउन फॉर देम और इफ़ आई ड्रॉ इट एंड बी लाइक फॉलो एग्जैक्टली दिस, राइट, एंड देन वी डू बैच टेस्टिंग. सो प्रोसेसेस सेट करना, SOPs सेट करना, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. तो एक बार जो मुझे थोड़ा पुशबैक एक्चुअली आया था बिकॉज I delegated and then they were doing it their way because I didn't have the processes in place to be able to tell them what to follow, right? Then I just changed my approach and then I made it more process oriented, and I think that's what worked for me. But I completely understand the emotional implication of it. I also speak to a lot of like homegrown brands, and I understand that it is difficult to let go. It's not easy. पहले आई हैड द होम किचन, देन आई मूव्ड इनटू अनदर हाउस. ये कोविड की बात है. तो आई गॉट अ 3 BHK दैट आई रेंटेड, जहाँ से मैंने बिजनेस करना स्टार्ट किया. एक रूम मेरा ऑफिस था, एक रूम में मैं वर्कशॉप्स और स्टोरेज का सामान रखती थी. किचन और हॉल में मैं वो कर रही थी, बेकिंग का काम कर रही थी. ये कोविड के टाइम पे था. मैं कमर्शियल फैसिलिटी में तब नहीं मूव किया बिकॉज काफ़ी कमर्शियल फैसिलिटीज़ बंद हो रही थी. तो आई वॉज नॉट श्योर कि अभी मूव करना है, इज़ द राइट टाइम और नॉट. फिर वहाँ पे मैं सिर्फ 6 ही महीने थी एंड पॉसिबल ही नहीं था वहाँ से कुछ भी रन करना. इस टाइम पे मैं कस्टमर केयर भी खुद ही हैंडल कर रही थी, मैं बना भी खुद ही रही थी. देयर वर सम दीदीज जो थोड़ा प्री प्रेप वगैरह कर रहे थे, बट दैट्स इट, बिकॉज घर पे आप एम्प्लॉयज़ नहीं हायर कर सकते, राइट. Then after the 6 months, I had to move to a commercial facility. There was no other way around it. Things around COVID also had settled a little bit by then. I think that was the day when I really felt that, oh my God, how will I handle this? Because the first kitchen was about an 1800 square feet kind of kitchen, right? And when we moved, we were occupying maybe 20% of that area. And I was like, what am I going to do with this much area? And then the next 6 months, even that got completely full, right? And then we had to get another floor in the same building. And then in the next maybe 4 months, even that got completely full. So that's when we decided to move here. But that was the moment, like switching to the commercial facility was really the moment where I was like, something is happening now, this seems real. I think I've really become a better person doing the business because you learn so much about like life, right? You know, you understand how to handle people, you understand how to handle finances, you understand how customers perceive you, and you know how you need to build a better product or how you need to have like maybe a culture and a team. So business is really like life. It's like a really ongoing kind of process, right? And there's different challenges in different times of your journey. When you're small और आप सब कुछ खुद कर रहे हो तो वो मल्टीटास्किंग का टैलेंट होना चाहिए. फिर आप लोगों को हायर कर रहे हो तो डेलीगेशन का टैलेंट आना चाहिए. फिर जब आपके डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स बन जाते हैं तो आपको हायरिंग का टैलेंट आना चाहिए कि हाउ डू यू हायर लाइक यू नो experts. Then उन different departments के SOPs का talent आना चाहिए. So there's so much to learn and you know to all along the way. Now today what my day looks like is that I'm speaking to the marketing department or people who know more than me about the subject are like telling me something. And it's like a collaborative process. So if I'm speaking to the finance department, now these are people who worked in finance for over 20 years, right? Or if I'm talking to the quick commerce department and the people who've handled like you know 5 times the business also. So that's really like a beautiful learning curve, and I feel that like that's what life is in so many ways because it's like an ongoing learning process. If I had to give myself the me 5 years ago an advice, I think I would be like, yeah, just do what you're doing. That's it. Because I mean, even then, you know, I was like, okay, I'm leaving this job. But I can always come back to this job if my business doesn't work out. So then in that case, I am, like I always say, I am living my worst case scenario now because job छोड़ना is my job छोड़ के वापस करना is my worst case scenario. तो कुछ better try कर लेते हैं. and that's it, so I think just believe in yourself and give it a try. नहीं चलेगा तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, like you can just get back to what you were doing. I think my mom has been my biggest cheerleader in the entire journey. Not a lot of people know this, but she is a very active participant at the Cinnamon Kitchen. A lot of our recipes are trade secrets, so nobody knows them. And my mom helps mixing them and supervising the kitchen while I'm here, doing interviews like this one, or doing all the marketing, finance, this and that. So I think she's been the glue that's kept Cinnamon Kitchen where it is today. I love you, Mama. Thank you so much for always encouraging me, being with me, supporting me through everything. I remember our first Diwali order. Tab to she was not even a part of, she was not really even doing this. And एक रात को हमने एक कैटलॉग भेजा था, मैंने एक कैटलॉग भेजा था एक रिटेलर को, एंड एकदम से मुझे 40,000 का ऑर्डर आ गया था. And this was the time of the ovens, the small oven and the small blender I was talking about. And she and I stayed awake the whole night and then the following day to complete that order, and she did not back down, helping me with it. So I think that, nobody would support you like your mother would. So it meant the world to me. The biggest achievement of Cinnamon is the rebranding. We worked on it for about a year and a half. I realized that when I started the brand, we were doing, like I said, I started with very limited budget. So a lot of the packaging was just craft paper with stickers on it and stuff like that. And then we changed that now because even in Shark Tank, Anupam did point out that there's a need for rebranding. And actually it was in that moment, I looked at the logo, I looked at the packaging, and I was like, wait, he's right, And so from there it took us a year and a half because, the brand काफी सारे SKUs to kind of realize what the brand stands for, how to emote it, how to work on different packagings, figuring out the right suppliers for it and stuff. But here we are with an all new Cinnamon Kitchen, and I am really excited to share it with the world.